All right, guys, today we're doing a self-audit. These are a series of questions that I would ask myself when I was going through a tough time to figure out what I needed to make a change in. And this is a series of questions that I'll ask my clients when they are in specific moments of their journey, whether they're trying to gain weight or lose weight, whether they're trying to build muscle or lose body fat, whatever their goals are. This is a series of questions that I'll ask them. And this is a series of questions that I would challenge you guys to ask yourselves in any aspect of your life. Now, keep in mind, all four of these categories are connected. So when you start focusing on one category, it's going to make improvements in the other categories as well. Starting off, we're going to start off with the fitness side of it. So are you seeing the progress that you want to see? Are you gaining weight? Are you gaining size? Are you gaining muscle? Are you losing body fat? Are you seeing the progress that you want to see? Because if you're not, that means something has to change. Whether your goal is to gain weight, whether your goal is to build more muscle, whether your goal is to lose body fat, you're going to have to change something up if you're not seeing progress in that manner. And how do you not know if you are seeing progress if you're not collecting the data? So track your weights on a regular basis, track the weight that you use in the gym on a regular basis, and then just overall collect more data. How much total volume are you doing? So in your workouts, in order to see the most amount of muscle growth, we want to be getting anywhere between 10 and 25 sets per week on each muscle group. So are you getting 10 to 25 sets per week? If you're not, then we're going to have to assess something. How many days per week are you going to the gym? If you're only going to the gym twice a week and you're really not seeing the progress that you want to see, you might need to go to the gym a third day, maybe even a fourth, maybe even a fifth. You want to make sure that you're getting enough rest though, but we want to make sure that we're getting the total volume on the muscle, that 10 to 25 sets. So if you're only going to the gym twice a week, you might only be getting 9, maybe 6 sets on each muscle group. Maybe, we'll see. So then you have to assess, how many days a week are you going to the gym? How much are you leaving in the tank? How much energy are you expending in the gym, and how much are you leaving in reserve? Because what we see and what research shows us is that muscle growth needs as much energy expended as possible, essentially. You want to be leaving 0 to 1, maybe even 2 reps in reserve. So ideally pushing close to failure by leaving 1 to 2 reps in reserve, or all the way to failure, depending on the exercise that you are doing specifically. So keep that in mind. How many reps are you leaving in reserve? And then how much total sleep are you getting? Because sleep is so important, we have to make sure that we're getting enough high quality sleep. Because once you start getting more sleep, you're going to start to see more progress in the gym. You'll start to see more progress in other aspects of your life, such as having more energy, having a better mood, having a better immune system. Sleep is one of the most important aspects to a fitness journey, and most people overlook it. It is slept on in the fitness industry. Now, if we dump into someone's personal life, how are you going to make yourself happier? Are you happy currently? If you're not, that means something has to change. If you're not happy, do an audit, figure out what needs to be changed so that way you can start being happy. How much time do you spend with your friends and family? Because if you're not spending an adequate amount of time with friends and family, you're not building that connection, you're not building that community, then what are you doing? You're isolating yourself, and humans are supposed to be a community of people. You're not supposed to be isolating off to the side. You're supposed to be spending time with people that you know, like, and trust in order to foster that relationship. Now, religious beliefs. Are you connecting with God or whatever religious belief that you personally believe in? Because if you are not, that is one aspect of your life that you could start diving into to lead you down a more fulfilling life, leave you happier in life. Other relationships, so spouses, significant others, are you spending time with them in the same manner that you're spending time with friends and family? Are you fostering that relationship? Are you being the person that you want to be for that other person? And are you living adventurously? Now, this one personally for me has been a huge one. I have found that living an adventurous life means that I am going to be doing more things that I actually want to do. I'm going to be traveling, I'm going to be building stories, creating lore, creating the life that I want to live so I can share that with other people. So I can share my stories, I can share my experiences, and hopefully people can learn from me. So ask yourself, are you living adventurously? The way that I have lived adventurously, I've gone skydiving, I've learned to scuba dive, I've traveled around the world, I moved to a new country. It is allowing me to live that adventurous life to where I am creating the stories, I'm creating the life that I want to live. Because you are in control of your life to an extent, and if you are not living the life that you want to live, that you can change certain aspects to make sure that you are living the life that you want to live. In your work life, now this one plays a key role because work is a good portion of what we do throughout our day. Work is the majority of how we spend our time from the ages of 16 to 60, essentially. Work is a big portion of your life. So do you find meaning in your job or where you work or what you do for work? Are you finding it meaningful? Because if you're not, make the change. If you're not finding meaning, Find meaning somewhere else. Quit your job and find a new job. Start a business on the side so you have the security of the job that you currently have. Start the business on the side, then you can work the business up until a point where you feel comfortable to leave the job. How much mental energy are you expending in that job? If that job is leaving you done and dusted at the end of the day and it's not allowing you to have time for the fitness side, for the personal life side, then I would recommend finding a new job. Or at least trying to put yourself in a situation where you have more mental energy so you can focus on the fitness side, so you can focus on the personal life side, so you can focus on the nutrition side. And then, is this job or work that I am doing leading me down to the life that I want to live? So ask yourself that question. It is a big one that most people don't realize that they are missing out on, because the job is for them is just a job, and it's just get in, get out, get the paycheck, light bulb goes on, light bulb goes off. Plain and simple. But if it's not leading you to the life that you want to live, if it's not setting you up for success in the future, reassess, reevaluate, take notes, and make a change. And then, is there upward trajectory in this job? If there's not, leave. If you are in a dead-end job, leave. Because say you really like the job that you are in, and you know it's going to lead you to success in the future, and you know it's leading you to the lifestyle that you want to live, make sure that you can move up in the company. You start out at level 1. Then over the course of several months, maybe even a year, you get promoted to level 2, then to level 3, then to level 4. You're moving up the ladder. You become manager of the branch. Then you become regional manager, whatever it ends up being, who knows? There's upward trajectory that's going to lead you to the life that you want to live, and hopefully you have the mental energy to focus on the fitness, personal, and nutrition side of this as well. If there is not a point in your day where you find it any enjoyable or you're not finding any meaning, move on. You have certain control. You have a little bit of control over what happens in your life, and the work that you do is one of those things that you can control. Now, if we move on to the nutrition, this is one of the most important aspects of this whole board, because nutrition is the start of everything. Nutrition, if you don't have proper nutrition, you're not going to be seeing progress in the fitness side. If you don't have proper nutrition, you're not going to have mental energy for personal life and work life. Physical energy as well. If you're not having proper nutrition, it can lead to health deficiencies and health issues moving down the line. So, are you seeing progress that you want to see? If you're not, assess the nutrition. How many calories are you eating? How many total calories are you eating? Whether your goal is to gain weight or to lose weight, you have to know exactly how many calories you're eating to determine what's going to happen. Calorie surplus to gain weight, calorie deficit to lose weight, plain and simple. Then, breaking down the macronutrients. How much protein are you getting? Protein is the building block of all muscle, and it's going to lead you to more success in the fitness side of it. It's going to lead you to having more energy for the personal and work life. Protein is so important. So, how many total grams of protein are you eating? Because if you're not eating enough protein, you're not going to be recovering properly from the fitness side, from the training that you're doing. You're not going to be providing your body the proper nutrients to build more muscle. Then if we look at carbohydrates, how many total carbohydrates are you eating? Carbohydrates are your body's and brain's main source of energy. So if you're not eating an adequate amount of carbohydrates, your body will go through great lengths and expend a lot of energy to create them through a process called gluconeogenesis. But if you eat a total amount of adequate carbohydrates, you are going to avoid that process and you'll have more energy throughout the day for your workouts, for your work life, for your personal life. Make sure that you're eating whole fibrous foods. Carbohydrates are so important. How much total fat content? Fat content and dietary fat plays a key role in hormone production and hormone regulation. So if you're not getting an adequate amount of fat, you're not going to be seeing progress on the fitness side and in the personal life and in the work life. Also, because fat content plays a key role in brain fog. If you are not getting enough dietary fat, you're going to experience a lot of brain fog. So if we can get an adequate amount of dietary fat through your lean meats, through the oils that you cook with, through whatever else, nuts and like almonds, peanuts, pistachios, that type of stuff, you'll start to see you'll have less brain fog and your performance in the gym is going to be better. Your energy level throughout the day is going to be better. Now, what about micronutrients? That's another question for yourself. Micronutrients are a key role in your body's overall health. If you are deficient in certain micronutrients, then it can lead to health issues down the line. So how do we figure out if you are deficient in micronutrients or not? Track your calories. Most calorie tracking apps will tell you if you are low on certain aspects of some micronutrients, not every single one unless if you pay for the premium versions, but that's besides the point. Micronutrients will lead you down a path of health. Total calories will determine weight and body fat percentage from the macros. Micros will determine your health. So we want to make sure that you're getting an adequate amount of micronutrients. Now, all of these are connected. The nutrition side will play into the fitness side. The fitness side will play into the nutrition side. The nutrition will play into the personal life. The personal life will play into the nutrition and fitness. The work life plays into the fitness and personal life, also into the nutrition, because if you don't have time in your day, then you're not going to be eating the right foods. You're going to be stressed about work. You're going to be stressed about your personal life, and you're not going to be wanting to exercise. But exercise is one of the key players for getting rid of stress. So all of these are connected. Do an audit on yourself. If you're truly not seeing progress in any aspect of your life, write down the questions. You have to make sure that you are collecting the data. All of this is just data. All of this is just data. When we have more data collected, we have the information to know if and when we need to make changes. So start collecting the data and then take notes. If you are not seeing progress in the manner, use the data collected to make the inputs result in the output that you want. We have very little control over a lot of our lives, but there are certain aspects of our life that we can control. And so if we are able to control those, then we can predict the outcome that's going to come from what we can control. Bada bing, bada boom.